Whether they are aware of it or not, every organization is at some stage of their digital maturity journey. In retail, some businesses may have recently switched to generating online invoices and receipts, while others are working on predicting what you might be thinking of buying at this very moment. Some banks may have digitalized the mortgage application process, while others are building machine learning models to identify potential defaulters among applicants using millions of data points. The bottom line is that some organizations are embracing technology to survive, while others are doing it to thrive. And there are still others that are using technology to disrupt the business ecosystem by devising entirely new business models. The question now is how to take the next step in your own digital transformation journey. But before we do that, we need to take a step back and assess our current positioning on that journey. After 12 months of research and speaking to the marketplace, Action Point has developed a framework that helps you self-reflect and self-assess before identifying your current state with one of the 5 levels of digital maturity. These are PreDigital, digitally reactive, digitally purposeful, digitally optimized, and digitally strategic. It's important to understand what each of these levels mean. This is not a competition with winners and losers, but a snapshot of where you are digitally. While there are various dimensions that feed into the overall category, broadly speaking, a pre-digital or a level 1 organization is one that doesn't recognize digital as a key ingredient to its success, and therefore they cannot remain competitive for long. A digitally reactive or a level 2 organization, on the other hand, is one that understands that technology cannot be avoided in today's business ecosystem. So they view digital as a means to remove operational bottlenecks and therefore manage digital initiatives on the go, as and when the need arises. 30% of all organizations fall into this category. Digitally purposeful or level 3 organizations, however, have understood the value that embracing digital might bring to their business. To that end, they have started documenting and budgeting for digital initiatives. But since digital transformation is an ongoing process, they may be said to be at the very first step in a continuous journey. A further 20% of organizations fall into this category. On to level 4, digitally optimized organizations are the ones that have achieved the best possible value that they could by tactically adopting technology to the best of their needs. Leadership teams in digitally optimized companies make decisions with real-world data. They have effective and empowered digital departments and respond to customer and market needs quickly. This will result in lower costs, improved efficiency, high employee morale, and superior customer experience. The business model, however, is still not fundamentally driven by digital. This is where a digitally strategic or a level 5 organization comes in. These organizations represent the top 5% of all companies and includes many of the unicorn startups that are household names today. Apple, Amazon, Google, and Facebook have all disrupted their respective markets, thinking technology first to solve everyday consumer challenges. Such organizations have realized that digital is at the front and center of everything that modern people do. They have understood that every business is a technology business and have thus reinvented what incumbents have been doing for decades. The question now really is what to do once you have identified yourself at one of the 5 levels. How to become a digitally optimized or even strategic organization? Unfortunately, there is no simple answer to this question. There is no button that may be pressed. Rather, it needs a cultural shift in the collective minds of the people. Kudos to you if you believe that you are truly a digitally strategic organization. Please keep up the good work and always continue innovating to remain there. However, as per our research, you are most likely a digitally purposeful or a digitally reactive organization. And there is no shame in this. 50% of all organizations fall into these 2 categories. The goal here is to be aware of where you are currently positioned, because this information will enable you to plan ahead and climb up the digital food chain. If we get the architecture right, then the roadmap to success may be laid out pretty smoothly.